Hey guys, the Reefer here. So I've got a really special video for you guys today, and this is going to be a kind of a tour of all the tanks in the store that got me into the saltwater hobby. This is J&L Aquatics, based out of, I want to say Vancouver, but it's probably one of the areas around Vancouver, so like Burnaby. Every time I'm down in Vancouver, I try to make it out to the store at least once. And the nice thing about the store is it's located right beside a SkyTrain station. So typically when I'm down there, I don't have a vehicle, and it's the easiest way for me to, it's one of the easiest stores for me to get to. So I'm gonna apologize before I even really get into the meat of this video, and that's because if you guys can tell, I'm just recovering from like a really bad cold. I had one 3 weeks ago, and then I was surprised to actually contract a second one earlier this week. So the voice isn't really there. This is going to be one take because I don't think I can do a second take without coughing a ton. So yeah, hopefully I can get through this. So like I said, J&L was a store that made me realize that saltwater was possible. When I first went to J&L, I was in the freshwater hobby, and when I showed up, so the way the store is set up, you have your storefront, you walk in through the front door and you have all your dry goods, and then in the back you have all your fish and coral. So I walked into the back expecting neon tetras and goldfish and some other freshwater fish. And so I was walking tank to tank, and I realized it was all saltwater, and they didn't have any freshwater fish at all. This was a purely saltwater store. It's kind of strange. They do have one display tank that is a planted tank, but I did not bother filming that tank, even though it is a really nice tank. I didn't bother filming it for this video. So before I forget, I really want to thank Jeff. We emailed back and forth, and he gave me the okay to just do a bit of filming. And I know it was kind of an inconvenience when it showed up. I was basically in the way of every staff member that was there. They were doing tank maintenance. I was in the way. In the back there were customers, and like they had staff looking after the fish, and I was kind of in the way for that. And this isn't the perfect tank tour. I mean store tour. This is an excuse, but I think it's a valid excuse. I was in Vancouver for business, for work. And by the time I got out to J&L, it was the third day I was there. I don't sleep well in hotel rooms, so I was pretty tired. So after a day of work, I had to haul my camera equipment all the way to the store. And I'm gonna blame my tiredness for the fact that, there was so much more I wanted to talk to staff and maybe get some permission to film them doing their maintenance or whatever. I didn't do that, and for the people that actually know me in real life, I'm not that shy of a person. In fact, it's probably the only skill I have is being personable. So that was kind of a fail. So what else was there? Okay, but I would also really like to thank the staff for actually being really accommodating. Even though I was in the way, they were actually really nice, and they tried to get the cleaning done as quick as they could so that I could do some filming. I will say this. The filming was not perfect, and before I forget, this is supposed to be a really short intro, but you guys know me. Once I start talking, I just keep talking. If all you're interested in is coral and fish, please do not close this video. Instead, just fast forward, because there's a ton of great footage about regarding their display tanks, and I got their new coral setup. I think they only installed this sometime in January. At least that's what I see from Facebook. So this is really new. They actually did some really cool remodeling in their fish area to accommodate all the coral. So Jeff, if you ever see this and you kind of like what you see, you know, I really have a lot of regrets with the way I approached the filming. I've never done a store tour, so thank you for letting me do it. And in the future, if you ever feel like you could let me take a second shot at it, I guarantee you that it will be a way better video, and it will hopefully convey the J&L experience way better than what I actually shot in this time. Okay, so this video that you guys are going to see, we're going to start off with the display tanks. So like I said earlier, they have 3 display tanks. One is a planted tank, which I didn't take any footage of, and I kind of regret that. So if I ever get a second shot, I would definitely do it. It's a very nice tank. I don't think it's changed very much from the first time I visited the store, which was about almost 2 years ago. So the second tank is going to be their Red Sea, I'm assuming it's some type of Red Sea reefer tank. Again, I should really have asked for at least like how big it is. If I were to guess, I would say maybe 90 gallons. So one of the things the staff told me when I was there, oh, I'm sorry, I really should ask for more names, but you know who you are, guy with the ponytail. A really nice guy. I mean, he's always been really nice every time I've been down there. Anyways, he told me with this Red Sea reefer that they're actually doing remodeling, and I could see like because I remember from before there were a ton of coral in there, and I think because of the remodeling they did remove a lot of pieces. There were some really giant pieces. I remember is it a lobo? There's a lobo or a symphilia that used to be in there, and this is the biggest coral I've ever seen. But I think instead they moved it to the back and they're selling it. So it's not. It's probably not the ideal time to take a video of this tank. However, the coral they do have in there was it was really spectacular, and I was glad to be able to get some footage of it. Second tank is a leather tank. Really nice. You know, leathers are okay. I think I've kind of been brainwashed by everyone else in this hobby, and you know, at the end of the day, it seems like everyone just works their way towards acros, and that's where a lot of people end up. However, you know, take a look at the tank. It's pretty nice, and the last part is going to be the back. So the back of the store is where they have all the fish and all the coral. And we're going to do coral first, and then the fish. I kind of wish that I got more shots of the store. So almost like you could experience what it's like to actually walk into the store. But I got what really made me interested in saltwater. And that was the back part of the store. The first time I walked through there, seeing the anemones, the various types of coral, which it didn't even occur to me that we could keep coral in our tanks. And some of the saltwater fish, you know, for those of you who know me, I'm really more into the coral, although I do think the fish are important. So we're gonna get to the video, but last thing I just want to say is if you guys are in Canada and you're looking for fish, I think J&L is a good choice to get fish. And like I said, their customer service to me has always been good, and I think it really showed when I showed up there this time when I was filming the video. I let them know that I had actually planned on buying fish and bringing it back with me on the plane, and Air Canada told me I couldn't. So again, sorry ponytail guy, I should got your name, but yeah, like before, he said, you know what, it's gonna be way easier for you to let us handle all the shipping, and we can have it to you, shipped out to you Saturday morning. And I was like, what? And you know what, it came, you know, he was true to his word, and I got it Saturday morning. And all I paid for shipping was like maybe $40 or $50. So yeah, if you're anywhere in Canada and you're interested in fish, they have a good fish list. You just go to their website, click on the live section or the news section, something like that. And then at the bottom there's a PDF list for fish and inverts, and it's kept pretty up to date. So in the past, when I've ordered fish from them one other time, and I just had to email them what I was looking for, and if they had it, they would include it in the list. So again, if you guys are interested, I wouldn't hesitate to check them out. And they do have a I think arrive alive guarantee or something. But yeah, read the FAQ on their website. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think. Thumbs up if you liked it, subs if you loved it. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.